Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Party Jamboree, part 28. Oh, dude, I just checked it. Hold on. I'm doing this check live right here, right now. You can't stop me. Yep, okay, I was right. Fellas, welcome back to Super Mario Party Jamboree. Super Mario Party Jamboree, yes, part 28. Dude, that was such a scuffed intro. Fellas, in the last episode, we finished off the Roll'em Raceway board with a W, if you will. I can't remember, but I don't actually know if we've lost any boards yet. That's kind of the crazy part. So we're on a pretty good road, but in this episode, we're going to be starting on Mario's Rainbow Castle. I wasn't really too sure what board I wanted to start on, all things considered, because you know what? This seems like a good setup, dude. We can do this. And then, of course, we have to add in the mandatory spike. I think that is very, very important. But, yeah, we're going to do Mario's Rainbow Castle first between the two classic boards because I personally like Mario's Rainbow Castle just a hair more. I also meant to do voting on the last board, and we never did it. So, we're going to actually do it this time. Fellas, it's great to see you guys again. I gotta tell you guys about something, and this is gonna be a weird conversation topic about something that I discovered today, but it is something that I am oh so curious about, and may explain why if there's a gap with some uploads here in the future. Not like in the near future, I don't think, but I may depart for like a week or two to try something because I am so genuinely curious about it. Like, I'm so genuinely curious about it, right? So, if you guys couldn't tell, based on the way and the style that I do content on this channel, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm very much a nostalgia-pilled individual, right? Very much a nostalgia-pilled individual, and no, it is not my first time playing on this board, but I'm a very nostalgia-pilled individual. How many times can I say that? And I really enjoy, I guess, like, the more old school style of content. If you've ever wondered, I mean, the way my titles are structured for these videos is kind of proof that I really enjoy doing that. The style that I do these videos in, where they're just really minimalistic, kind of proves that. And all around, I just love this style of content. And I don't know how I stumbled across it, but there was a video that I saw of a guy. He's like a bigger channel that I think has over 1 million subs and whatnot, and he was basically doing a video on him trying to see how popular he could get, spending a week uploading videos on this site called BitView. Now, BitView, it's weird, right? So when you hear stuff about YouTube competitors, right? Because typically a lot of YouTube competitors, they're made for the purpose of trying to compete up against YouTube because of some of the more corporate parts of YouTube not being exactly people's favorite things to deal with, right? And I kind of support that. However, I am always on that side of, while I support trying, understand that respectfully, you're probably not going to achieve that status you're looking for. And the reason that I say that is just because YouTube is such a Goliath of a platform. I mean, honestly, it's such a Goliath of a platform that if you're really going to be mitigated to having to be a niche content creation platform to be anywhere remotely successful with the content creation site that you're making, right? So I feel like if you're trying to be a direct competitor to YouTube, I would say don't. in the weirdest way possible, I would really just say don't, because honest to God, man. Okay, I mean, it's fine. I would just say don't, because like it just like it doesn't really work, in my humble opinion. However, BitView, if I don't know if I said the name of the site already, but BitView, for a little bit of context, is doing something very, very interesting. What they're essentially doing is they are not aiming to directly compete with the likes of YouTube, right? What they are doing, though, is they are kind of allowing a solution for the people who miss the olden days of YouTube. So what BitView essentially is, in spirit, is it is literally a video uploading platform that is basically just YouTube, but it is replicant of the era of YouTube from around 2010, right? So if you go on the site right now, the layout, if you were around on YouTube around the 2010 period or so, you would know really old school layout, right? And BitView essentially has that layout. And people go and they upload videos on it. And what is crazy is I don't know if they specifically have any guidelines for how high quality the videos have to be, but generally speaking, every type of video that I've ever seen going around on the BitView site, right? It is really minimalistic in a way that it's either maybe it's really low quality and you have people using like these webcam mics or whatever, and it's like really low quality. Maybe they're recording from a webcam, like it's straight out of that era. Or maybe it's just like this style of content that I'm doing where maybe they've got a decent mic. You know, I've got a Blue Yeti, right? I've got a Blue Yeti, so it's a pretty professional-esque mic, all things considered. But, you know, like the actual way and the style of content they're doing is a bit dated, kind of like how I'm doing, right? So I saw this, man, and I'm just like, this is so interesting because I found these videos where it's like I found this video of someone doing, what was that one Pitbull song, Feel This Moment? It's something like that. I don't really know if that's specifically a Pitbull song, but I know Pitbull is featured in that song, right? And it's kind of crazy because it's like a Nightcore video. So it's a, you know, back in the day, I remember I used to see so much of these Nightcore videos, which if you somehow are not familiar with what Nightcore is, because Nightcore is still, to an extent, kind of exists, but it doesn't really at the same time. It's kind of weird. But it is essentially like just songs, but they're sped up. And I think that's also really bizarre to be properly saying Nightcore content because on that site, you're not having to deal with like copyright claims and stuff like that. That's the crazy thing, is it really is, in that regard, very reminiscent of old school YouTube. But Granite Getaway would be really nice here, but I don't think that's what we're getting. I can do Lightwave Battle, but I'll tell you what. And I don't know, it's just really, really interesting to see that style of content just in the big year. Because that Nightcore video that I'm talking about, I think it was uploaded sometime during 2024. And it looks straight out of like 2010. Like, that is the crazy part about it. And even, like I said, the videos that are a little more to the quality of like what I upload, where maybe it's like semi-modern stuff, the style is very reminiscent of something that you wouldn't get out of a content creator trying to actually grow a little. You know what I mean? And because of the fact that the scope of BitView as a content creation site is really, I mean, it's going to sound big if you really think about the number, but I believe BitView has a total of 80,000 users. Now, I would like to remind you that 80,000 users on YouTube would be nothing. That stacks up as nothing compared to the amount of users here on YouTube. It's kind of crazy. So I'm not sitting here and saying that you're getting seen often, but you have a, like, it's weird because I've seen a lot of people that are able to get like 100, 200 views. But even like if you're getting like 10 views, you're still getting like a few likes, and it's crazy because I don't know. It's so wild because it seems like such like a spacious community, and I don't know. It's so weird. It seems like such an interesting community to be around. Now, what I wanted to tell you guys, because this is kind of the reason that I said I want to try something, which is that I want to toy around with the concept of maybe like uploading like a let's play of like a game I've already done on this channel before, so like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, but I just sort of do it on like BitView and just kind of like experience that. Now, that being said, I'm not sitting here and saying I'm going to abandon this channel. No, it's honestly quite the opposite. I'm probably not going to be on there for long, and if I do upload on BitView again, it's going to be like really in between, I think. I mean, it's weird because I'm open to uploading in two different areas, but the really interesting thing about BitView that I'd also like to mention that I think is just particularly really, really interesting is BitView also has a limit on it has a limit on video length, which I don't think, it might be done for server purposes, but I actually think it might be done purely for the purpose of creating that old school feel. So the video limit length, you cannot have any videos over 15 minutes long, which to me is really, like, I'm just going to say this, honest to God, guys, I find that really, really cool, strictly because it really, back in the day, YouTube was like that too. You also, around 2010, could not upload any videos that were, you know, over 15 minutes. And I find that really cool because I feel like when I started this channel, right? Well, I mean, when I started it, of course, I was doing streaming shorts and whatnot and, you know, things of that nature. But, okay, I don't know why I fumbled the bag that bad. But, yeah, like, when I started this channel, I was kind of like, I had the mindset of I wanted to, like, self-limit myself on the length of these videos strictly for the purpose of making it feel like it's old school YouTube. Even though I didn't find that, like, mandatory, right? But the crazy thing is, if I was uploading on BitView, I mean, I actually have to adhere to a structure like that, regardless of the structure of the game or anything. And I think that's really, really interesting, honestly. I think it is incredibly interesting. Can I be honest? I don't know how to do this one. Oh my god, I don't know how to do this one. Wait. Oh, what the frick? Is it like that? Oh. Oh my gosh, dude. This is crazy. Wow. I, for some reason, completely have no knowledge of how to do this one properly. That's crazy how I fumbled the bag that bad. I'm very focused on talking about this whole BitView thing because I just find it so incredibly intriguing, honestly. And like I said, I'd really like to, like, upload maybe a Let's Play of, like, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat there. Because I just think that could be really, really, like, interesting to see. And I'm not even interested in the concept of it blowing up, but just uploading content to an environment like that, I think could be so incredibly, it could just be so incredibly interesting to me. And I'd really like to give it a shot. So, I don't know. I may try that out, but I may not at the same time. Who knows, really, at the end of the day. But I think it could be incredibly interesting. Of course, I know that there's not like a million of you guys here, but I think something that's also really, really interesting about BitView is that, okay, hold on. Half circle, dot, dot. I'm going to say, okay, half circle, dot, dot, dot. Okay, half circle, dot, dot. Arrow, pi, hourglass. Arrow, pi, hourglass. Okay, wait. Arrow. Oh, shoot. Finish. Oh, no way I fumbled that. Dude, honestly, I got so caught up in banter that it just happened that way. That's crazy. But, yeah, I think it would be incredibly interesting. That 15-minute timer, by the way, is also, I think, one of the most interesting things, too, because a lot of the videos that I've seen, I don't see a lot of people cutting, like, the 15-minute mark or anything. The longest video I think I have ever seen on BitView is, like, 11 minutes. It's crazy, and I think it's some guy recording with a camcorder doing their personal feelings and review on Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, and it's crazy. Also, something really interesting was I didn't know if there was going to be anyone making Let's Play content, per se, on the platform, because I was like, all right, if this is going to be reminiscent of, like, 2010 YouTube, I figure it could be a possibility, right? Dude. There's, like, no Let's Plays on there. And the Let's Plays that I have seen, they're like German. I saw this one German guy doing a Let's Play of, I believe, Mario Galaxy 2 with a camcorder. And so, I don't know, like, I feel like if I hop into the Let's Play market on that site, and I'm not even, again, doing it purely for the purpose of growing on there, I want to post on there and kind of be part of something special with, like, the really old school vibe. But it's just interesting that not a lot of people actually, like, nobody really does much stuff on, like, Let's Plays there. I've seen some, like, really, really, like, rinky-dinky, like, what is it, Minecraft Let's Play stuff over on BitView, and I thought that was really, really interesting. But I've never seen, what is it? I've never, ever seen someone do, like, consistent styles of content in the way that, like, I'm doing it And it's weird because, like, again, I don't know if they have some, like, guidelines to the way that you should be presenting your content. I think I saw in, like, a blog post. Yes, they do blog posts. The devs do blog posts and everything. And, you know, I saw them mention that I think they said that there's not really necessarily, like, content guidelines in that regard. However, when I tell you guys that there was a video I saw of someone doing like a "why so serious" like jongleur, like sort of beatbox meme on the site. And guys, listen, I'm all for stupid brain rot content, but the moment I saw that, I'm like, oh, people are gonna mass dislike this, right? Because this is like the exact opposite of what this site's trying to go for. I kind of messed up my mashing there. I actually don't really know if that's going to be cutting it. Hello? Am I going to be cutting it? Oh my god, we tied. That's crazy. Wow, we tied. Insane. Okay. Very interesting. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's really, really interesting to me, seeing that site and, like, just how it works and everything. I mean, like, if you're expecting to have lickety-split any type of content you're looking for on that site, don't expect that. I mean, genuinely don't, because this really is reminiscent of old school YouTube on a smaller scale where it's not that popular. And honestly, guys, I'm not kidding. The most viewed video I have ever seen on BitView has, oh my god, what you call it? It has 2,000 views. That is the most viewed video I've ever seen. And I think the most subscribed channel on BitView has, like, I want to say they have like 600 subs. That's crazy to me. That's genuine. That is wholeheartedly so crazy to me. They're going to steal from me again, right? Yeah. Okay. They're just leeching me, man. I know this whole video I've just been talking about BitView, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it is something extremely fascinating to me. So I may try and upload some stuff on there. So if my uploads here are a little inconsistent, I'll try and probably, before I start and really go on a thing of really trying to work on some content for BitView, I'll probably try and stockpile like a week's worth of videos for you guys before I try that out. But it is genuinely, like, the concept of doing BitView videos sounds really interesting to me. I'm not expecting to blow up or really get any views, but just being a part of that culture. And honestly, like, wholeheartedly, I don't expect myself to, like, perma move over to BitView. Like, no, I don't think that's going to be the case. However, I think, like, as a side thing, uploading less frequently to BitView could be really interesting. I think this channel is always going to be my primary focus, but it's really cool to me because I feel like BitView isn't trying to be a, whatchamacallit, it's not trying to be a YouTube competitor. It's just trying to be a place of, like, for all those people who want a little nostalgia in their diet. If they want to experience the olden days of YouTube, like, you go there. You shouldn't expect to see every type of content that you see here. Like, there's no YouTube Shorts. There's nothing like that. It's just, it is literally, in every sense of the word, just, how do I word it? It's just pure, like, you find what you find. Maybe you got people making skits or, like, stupid little Windows Movie Maker, like, short videos that really amount to nothing or would do absolutely nothing in the big 2025 on YouTube. You know what I mean? But they might actually have a chance to do something on BitView, and that's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. Also, I gotta acknowledge, it's crazy that we've already hit the 20-minute mark. We will we'll end this episode after whatchamacallit. We'll end this episode after God, my brain's blanking. We'll end this episode after you know, why is my brain blanking so much? We'll end this episode after this turn. Jesus, man, that was rough. Also, this wasn't the ideal situation. This isn't really what I wanted. but I mean, like, we can manage. We can manage. Hey, listen, strategically, I'm sure we can find a way to make this work. I mean, I don't know. Listen, if Mario gets a star, Mario gets a star, right? What can you do? What can you do, really? Okay. Honestly, let's do cage catch, guys. Okay, nobody wants to do cage catch? Cookie cutter? I can do that. Honestly, I can do that. Let's do that, honestly. Yeah. Okay, cool. This should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. What am I assigned to? I'm assigned to the star. Okay. Boop. This is easy, dude. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well. By the way, this is kind of weird to be doing this little segment of my commentary at the end of the video, pretty much. But I had me a mean chicken pot pie not long before I recorded this. Fellas, it was delicious. I gotta tell you what. That's gonna be like a consistent thing I'm probably bringing up just randomly. But I think it would be funny, a little quirky, right? Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay. Very, very neat. You love to see it. Hey, look at that. 45. All right, cool. We were, it was a little bit closer of a match than I was expecting. That's kind of the weird part, too. Dang. Okay. Very, 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 very quirky. Awesome. What time are we at? 22 minutes. Yeah, that seems like about end of the episode material. Wow, how does Peach already have 101 coins? Oh, because she robbed me twice. I forgot about that. She robbed me twice. I completely forgot about that detail. But, fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Can't remember the part number. 28? Is it 28? I think it's 28. 27, 28, it's one of the two. But very eventful episode. I know I spent a majority of the episode talking a little bit about BitView and whatnot. I'll probably spend a little bit of next episode rambling about some stuff that I've seen on BitView just for the fun of it. Because, you know, conversation topics, I think they're important and whatnot. So I don't really mind either way. Sorry, by the way, if you saw the little Steam pop up there, you'll just have to deal with it. I don't really know why it'd be much of an issue. But yeah, so I don't know. We'll probably have some random conversation topic about BitView to bring up in the next episode, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, fellas, that's going to do it for this episode of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Hey, fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life, do what you want. I don't really care. And I will, not to the hot air balloon, and I will see you fellas in the next video. Bye-bye, guys!